Hello YouTube, today I'm playing MirrorMoon EP, and the main question here is whether MirrorMoon EP deserves a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Now let's start by trying to describe what MirrorMoon EP actually is. Well, it's a game, of course. I got this off the Steam winter sale. Came very cheap. It's an indie game, it's not from a big publisher. And MirrorMoon EP is basically its own thing. It's really hard to compare it with anything that's currently on the market. I'd say this is a space exploration slash puzzle game. When you start the game or you continue the game, you will see this screen with this HUD. You're treated to this HUD, and the game does not explain what it does. You'll see all kinds of buttons and levers, handles you can manipulate, and eventually you'll figure out that it's basically a cockpit of some kind of spacecraft. So after pressing all kinds of buttons and things, you'll get the craft moving across a galaxy map with all kinds of little dots, and these represent all kinds of planets that you can visit. Now, once you get to a planet, you can basically beam to the surface of the planet, and the graphics of the planets look pretty much similar because it has a very simple graphical style, very arty, a little bit self-aware, different colors, but also different shapes. So it looks similar but not exactly the same. You know, the planets do have their own feel, their own color usually, and their own structures that you will find. I really like the look of the game. It's its own thing. It sort of matches the mysterious game that MirrorMoon EP actually is. It suits the game, these graphics, and especially with the use of these of that spacey music or soundtrack you'll hear throughout the game. It sort of creates, the graphics and the sound sort of create a weird kind of spacey atmosphere, and you really have this sense that you are the first man to step on this surface of this planet, and the game really does very well in establishing that atmosphere, that feel. Again, it is not explained what you should be doing on the surface of each planet. The planet will reveal its secrets to you when you explore it and collect all kinds of scattered parts that are, parts of your tool that you'll see on the screen on the right side, and that tool comes with different parts that are scattered throughout the surface of the planet, on the surface. Looks like a gun, but it's actually not, because using the tool you can manipulate the mirror moon that is in the sky. You'll see it when you're on the surface. There usually is a mirror moon, and that moon in the sky sort of mirrors what is going on the surface where you're walking, if that makes any sense to you, but there is no other way to describe it. For instance, if you move the mirror moon with your tool in front of the sun, the planet you're walking on will be covered in darkness, revealing maybe some new structures or some more secrets or whatever that you don't see during the day. So it's really unique. That gives that sort of a puzzle thingy to the game. And what I also like about this game, it's very relaxing. The game does not stress you, doesn't give you time limits. There are a whole lot of different planets to discover, each with their own different style and set of rules and structures and secrets to find. It's not a game you play for hours and hours on end. You can do that, but that becomes a little repetitive after a while. So this is really a game that I pick up to play in little bursts, like 20 minutes, just visiting one or two planets, trying to figure out what the puzzle on the planet is, and then moving on. So, yeah, the lack of story, the lack of structure, the lack of explanation might turn people off. But if you have an open mind, and if you like trying new things and are curious, then this is an interesting game to pick up. So for me, in the end, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down for MirrorMoon EP? Well, for me, definitely a thumbs up. Hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think, and see you next time.